Hello and welcome. Right, yeah, really bad news. I'm really quite disappointed about that. Sports, yeah, the show must go on, as the saying goes. We might not be able to do golds. Oh, we did it last year in Gary App, so I'm not going to use the other one really. We are going to just, yeah, it's very dark all of the time. So I'm going to shift this out of the way. I thought, well, one thing we could do, although it's true. I said a few sessions ago, the one thing that we really need to do is overlap sessions. So if I just do the plough, it's taking up time that we can't really afford. So with that being the case, I think we were going to not work other than what we've already done. Yeah, we also need to go down the shop and pick up there's a few bits and bobs, but we have got the winter to go through, so this is just going to be we're going to time-lapse it. Yeah, we will, because otherwise I could waste half an hour of real time just faffing around. And we do need also to grab those bales up, but again, it's about the overlaps. I need to be setting workers going whilst I do something like that. Yeah, really is the bottom line. This needs to be ploughed, so I need to set an around the course just to see, and also leave a bit of space for. One thing we could do is put the BGA down. We've got that, which is going to do the straw silage, the Omatana, the farm supply factory. Yeah, this beast here, this beautiful. Right, we ought to switch them off straight up. No, let's leave them on. We're going to place now, so let's put the BGA down first. Or do we do that as well? Yeah, really, I suppose, because it's all work time. I say really the best way to deal with this is to overlap, so we will switch those off. No, I'm sure you're all put up with me having those on just for a little few minutes. I'll look away like that. Right, so we're going to go straight into a time. So we're going to whiz through to March. Let's just check. Is March the month we need? Is March where we need to plant? We want... we can plant canola now. That is definitely different. Right, let's just recap. And I should be getting good at this because I have put this down. Yeah, so we need canola, corn, sugar beets and wheat. Right, for that. And that's different things. Digestate, we need to be grabbing some of our digestate and stick it in here. So I'm not going to send the digestate. In fact, I suppose what we could do is send the digestate from our... Oh yeah, let's do that first. Yeah, let's get rid of the gold. It's a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. Now then, will it let you do that? That is the question. Will it say you've got placeables on that? No, it won't. Right, fantastic. Okay, so we're back to where we should be. 1.3 million. Obviously, we earned quite a lot of cash from the trees, and yeah, so we're not as much as I thought, though. Really, yeah, 1.3. We were about that before. I thought, no, I think we've gone way down on that. So, yeah, I'm happy anyway. We've cleared the land. We've made it into a farmable. So we're going to do a massive field on here. Not sure whether to go... No, we've got a little grass field. I'm happy with that, really. We want to do the Cavalier Roys. So we need canola, corn, sugar beet. Let's have a look. And obviously we can also do the seeds. That's not the right one. Now I recognise that the seeds are quite special on this. So we could also do some seeds. We have herbicide already. I have of our own as well, and water. We can obviously put that in. Solid fertilizer. We need manure, but I have a plan for that too. I do, yes. There's a couple of mods that we can actually bring in to do that, which I shall show as we've whizzed through the winter. So yeah, I think really... Oh, we need to sell that, don't we? Let's sell that as well. Let's get this all finished. Right, okay. You can't sell it, can you? No, yeah, it's one of those things. I did that the other session as well. And I left it on. I meant to remove it in editing, but I suppose then you don't see that I've made a mistake or all the rest of it. So, right, so let's whiz through. Everything's going to happen. So we want March. So let's just remind myself what was in the sales. That's right, that was it. I don't think we need any more tractors unless I was to get my favourite tractor. Then that is, yeah, That's the only one I think we need. Right, anyway, I'm going to say my words, aren't I? I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Well, that was the quickest time lapse in history. It was terribly quick. And we've also got an identical, that's why I coloured it differently, an identical lorry. I thought, well, you can't avoid that. Is a cracking lorry, cracking deal, really. So yeah, that was a very quick thing, really, for us to do. So, right, it's March. We now need to get everybody in place. Shouldn't come out the time lapse, really. We have got placements and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to go straight back. Yeah, so I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming out of the time lapse. Yeah, I noticed. I thought there's no bale. It's not producing bales. It's yeah. We had a clash the other day, and I took it out. Can I remember what it is? It's not what you'd think it would be, but yeah. For me to carry on, I'm losing bales, and that's not fair. So I'm going to literally stop everybody working, and we're going to reconvene once I've removed the mod. Yeah. So I'm going to see you shortly. Hello and welcome. Right, we're going to go straight into that time lapse. Or do we have anything to say? Yeah, I've removed the hay and forage pack, which is what was causing it to go wrong. Although we'll do a test in a minute on that field, but I just wanted to set these going and go straight into that time lapse just straight away. So there's a lot of work to do in this session, and we've only just sort of started to get cracking. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. coming out of this again. It's not, yeah, it's the other day I tested this and I only removed the hay and forage pack and it fixed it. Today I have got that. I did also remove the enhanced animal, but I can't remove that for this map. So I am a little bit, yeah, if you can't see a bale after making a bale, you should have that inside. So it's still not working. Yeah, I mean, it's not crashing and burning like it was. So whatever's not liking this, it's, yeah, I mean, I suppose I can carry on, really, because that's the last of the straw. I think we'll have to fairly equalise this, because we must have lost 4 or 5 bales now with all of the ones we've done in this session. And to be honest, I was counting on the bales for the mods that we placed today. Straw is a very important thing. I know you could buy it in. I know you could. Straw is not one of those things. I know. I try to represent, yeah, like what. Let's try. Yeah, no, we need to do. Yeah, basically what we create ourselves. I mean, and it's not. It isn't wrong to buy straw in. I suppose, especially if you've got another input. I suppose really. So I don't suppose it's that. There's only one this time, so I thought I'd do one on each field. Yeah, so I can crack on, but I need to sort this out for when we do the straw later on. But being as this session is more about actually planting, I just thought I'd literally break, and this one's going to have more more chatty sections than a little, really. Yeah, I just wanted to explain. So I'm going to go straight back into that time lapse. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. right, I'm going to quit there, I think. Yeah, I've not finished, not by a long shot, but I thought what I'd like to do was get these done, prepped, so that next session we do all of the planting, rolling. There's 42 still to lime. I would have liked to have done that, but it is all good. So if it did, yeah, that field obviously, as you will have noticed, is mediocre, really. But it scores still 57 with his lineman in that straight away, so not bad, really. The worst is the grass field. I don't know why. I can't remember why that was the case. Why? But the others 78, 80. So yeah, the grass field is awful. I'm a little bit torn as to what we're going to do, really, because we need. If we just have a look, and we can, I think, do everything. Yeah, the mineral feed is the one that I'm aiming for. It's a good little earner. So we need wheat, canola, corn and sugar beet. Now we've got soy, which is a cash crop, as we know, quite a few tons of it, which is not bad. But yeah, we can. It's just funny map, so we can actually, strangely enough, do wheat. It's going to be a later harvest, but it's not bad at all. So we can do wheat and canola next month. And corn. Now, looking at the fields, I think, no, yeah, that's sugar beets. That's the other thing. We've got planter as well, which is the month, 2 months afterwards. Yeah, from this month. In fact, yeah, we can't plant anything. We've got to go on till April anyway. But I thought we'd do the field prep at the very least this month. Truthfully, trying to think what let's have a look at how many fields we've got. All right, corn is the best. I'm not sure whether this to do that as a corn and split the harvest between to make it a massive forage. Do a little bit of grass, keep that. We need sugar beet, which we could do in the small field. But then if we go big with sugar beet, we could also stick it into the BGA, which we're not. Still not placed it, have we? I've placed the other two, but not that one. Yeah, must put the BGA down, definitely. So yes, 43. Actually, that one would be. We could. What have we got in there? I was going to say, did I plant? I can't remember. Switch that off a minute. It's growing. Is it grass? Did we replant the grass? We did, didn't we? Yeah, it is grass. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether I'd done canola, but yeah. So that we'll keep that as grass field. We need sugar beet. I think we'll go quite large. We'll do sugar beet in 42, and we need to do canola and wheat. Is that right? Am I missing something? Corn. Yeah, massive corn there, but not all for corn. Some of it, I think, probably a third of it for corn, and the rest, I think, we'll go for a massive. Now that we've got that header as well, I think we'll. I can't on the words. Yeah. Chaff it. That's the one. They just pop slowly. I don't know what it is. I'm not always like this, but usually at the weekend, Bank Holiday Monday. Yeah, I smoothed that a little bit. That bit that was awful. There's a bit on the sunflower field we did. Still not sure. There's a few bits on what is going to be the cornfield. I was gonna rip the stones. I thought they're all little. They're little stones. I thought you can roll them. You may as well roll them in when you've done the. I'd sort of forgotten about rolling, and because I've got out of the habit of doing it, I'd forgotten that with little stones you can roll them in after you've planted or seeded. It's part of the process. So only if you go medium or large stones that you really need to grab them. So really, I believe if we look, I think everything's little. Yeah, it's all yellow. No red stone, no orange stone. So it's hardly worth us doing it. We might as well just roll it properly. There's a lot of weed on 43, but to be honest, we're going to rip that up. And we've ploughed everything that needed ploughing. So, yeah, it's all good. And obviously the mulch one as well also mulches. So, I mean, that's fantastic. We'll get a mulch bonus as well from that, as you can see with CP1. Yeah, it's really bizarre. I put the islands on and it sort of did a little funny kick around, but it still hit the post. So Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pain, like Attingham, but it is what it is. I mean, farmers, that's the only thing to all of the workers, unless you're going to do that patch of the field yourself, you're going to hit into problems. Now, grass, I just want to have a look. Yeah, we've got all these mowers, and truthfully, we don't really need anywhere near this amount. Just want to see what the... Yeah, we've got, obviously, I haven't finished loading that in. I think that's, no, I think it's second growth stage. Yeah, I think it's yeah, that's the real one. It's slightly longer and it's a more yellowy green, but that's a different kind of grass. But yeah, it's still not quite right. This is the one that always confuses me, this particular colour, because it's still yellowy green sort of, but it's not yellow green, not properly yellowy green, golden green. So yeah, I always like to look at the corner swishers, but over winter they disappear and you just blends into the field, so you can't actually see it. Yeah, so we started to put our straw into that. We did very well out of the straw. I knew we had. That's why I was really catching on. Let me just quickly show you the ones that we are going for. Yeah, well, obviously we're doing that. So that's the point. Have we sold any of that? Are we selling the silage additive? Oh, we ought to do that. That's going to be worth a fortune. Yeah, that's been tickling on. Obviously the Caliph Eric is the slurry side of it. Obviously the water, I bet we've run out of water now, because I can't remember. Oh no, nearly though. We need to stick some more water in. It's a good job I went mad with it. Oh, now that's something else that's different as well. I on Big Papa's map on the Lost World, I made mention of there's that new mod that puts water into greenhouses and animals only. Now, obviously, I know that if you put storage down at a certain point, the bits to begin with, the storage becomes, and I thought, well, that is a form of storage. So I thought, if you stuck that next to a greenhouse and then put another production within the storage range, that surely the water will go in it. And the answer to the question is yes, it will. Whether that's going to be a loophole, but to be honest, the storages work that way, so it's not really pulling a stunt, but it is very useful for things like the Omatana, because it puts billions of litres. It basically, you'll never run out of water, which is really like automatic watering. I think it's long past due, really, if I'm honest, in the game. So to be honest, if you wanted to put a greenhouse down, just one of the old ones, the small ones, just so you can do that, it actually does work, and I think that is an absolute boon. So yeah, we can actually stick those near to a greenhouse. You could stick one next to everything if you wanted to, and then one of the little ones, and then just get water that fills all of these things that need water. So we need to stick more wood chips in to make this one work. So yeah, for those who aren't familiar with these particular ones, I will sell that before we go. I'm going to stick it on sale, and we'll literally speed time up for an hour. I think we can afford that, because that is going to bring us some cash. It is. That's going to really do well. So then, yeah, did we tell silage to... Yes, we did, to distribute, but it's not distributing because we've not put it down yet. So this one, we're going to switch those off because it's going to charge us and we can't do anything with it. So liquid manure productions, yeah, we need to have, as you can see, half as much. Oh, I'd forgotten. So actually that means that we can put 400 tons of wood chips in, because we've got plenty, and 400 tons of water, and we're going to get an absolute bomb load of slurry, which is amazing. And manure. Now the one bad thing is, obviously I was planning on having animals on this, which means I was planning on sticking the homebrewed things, but the trouble is, if we could put in animals on the next thing, that means if I stick this on here, I can't stick it on the next one, and that is bad, because what we've got now, these two mods are literally going to play to that strength. So I'm thinking that we'll probably not have animals on Sosnovka, which means we've got to do very well on Sosnovka so that we can take animals on the next map, which will be from Russia. We are going to Australia. So yeah, we need to be again still hoping that you'll all vote for an Australia map. I can't remember if Chad actually put his choice for Australia. I think it was South America North America and Canada, I think. I'm sure he did one of those maps each, so that if nobody else votes, we will be going with Chad's votes for all of them. I'm happy with that. It's not my choice then, and I no one can say, well, you picked a map you knew, or that type of thing. So yeah, obviously we've got a plant, and then we've got pH value, perfect nitrogen, we've got nothing, so obviously you can't do that until after. So yeah, we're going to get these filled up next time, get them switched on, and I might actually do that little trick, stick a small greenhouse over here somewhere on the back, which I'm sure that's going to be close enough. Stick the water filler. I will warn you though, it does warn you, save your game before you put it down, because it's a bit of a nightmare. Then we'll stick that down there, which should fill anything that needs water, which this one does, and I'm not sure if this one does. I don't think it does. This is just, yeah, the manure one is just draw 1 to 3,000, so it's a bit of a beast. It really does multiply, so it's a little bit cheeky, really. But yeah, we'll stick that in next time. Tree saplings, I'm just going to leave that churning. We need to put some more manure in. I thought as well on this, I don't want them selling. I think we want them storing or spawning. Obviously, I'm not really trying to make cash off it. I'm really trying to replace the trees. And I'm thinking what I might do as really, because I don't like not doing this, but it can't be in the time of the map. I might on the very last bit, almost as a goodbye to the map, actually sort of plant the trees to signify me paying someone to replant the forest that we ripped down. Yeah, I just don't want to get to forget. There's lots of times I saw Mr. CDP do it too, and I've done it too. I'm not having a go at Mr. CDP. I'm a massive fan. But yeah, I remember one of his maps. Likewise, as you're leaving, it's weird. You know that there's no point in doing it, and even he didn't plant his trees, and he said the same as what I probably would have done. You know, I've not done that, but I want to do it. It's the other thing is, I'm going to say though, with the tree saplings, I think what we'll do, because we are doing our own tree saplings, I'm going to do 1 for 1. Yeah, and we would still be making more tree saplings. I don't know how many's actually going to go out. We'll keep shifting them every day. I think that's what we'll do. And then because of that, yeah, I'm going to plant 1 for 1, because of the fact that we're going to leave that we would in essence be leaving that going. So how many trees is it? Yeah, 775. I don't think I've ever had to plant 775 trees. No, so it's going to be biggie, that one, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, you've got to do these things, but that one will be outside of the time of this, because we're not achieving anything. It's not for us, and I don't think that if anybody feels that's bad, but it's literally is. I don't expect anyone to watch it either, but I just think you should keep your word, and that's normally they say the 2 for 1. We'll do it that it's 1 for 1 on this one, because that would be creating more saplings each and every time. You could really say do half. I suppose you could actually, yeah. I think that's fair, because that would be churning out, creating trees, and we would be a sustainable forest. We would be employing somebody to actually do that. I mean, yeah, basically someone's going to take the farm over, and that we've created that is a sapling farm, so that would carry on in our when we'd gone. So yeah. So BGA, do we put the BGA down now? But then it's work. Is it really that? Is it really that sort of terrible that you could not? Yeah, I mean, how long would it take to plant it down? Literally seconds, really, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm just trying to think where. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, these have taken up far more room than I thought. We could go there, I suppose. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll do what we've done there as well. Let's first of all make sure we can actually stick it down though, in that space that we've got left. Did we? No, that's Cavalier Royds. Always catches me out because it looks so similar. Yeah, I've had a right mass. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room there. Wow, actually that other plant is bigger. So it's looking at that. If we go from that level and sort of cut across like that, I did wonder with this, because it seems to be a time-based thing. I thought, well, if you stuck the intensity up, does your money go down faster, or does it just basically, because it seems to be... Right, let's just concentrate. The back wall needs to go down a little bit more. It's expensive, but yeah, we should really make back quite a bit from the VGA, I'm hoping. Right, yeah, so I am thinking also the right, will that be kind to us? No, it won't. No, absolutely. It's weird with this. I never can work it out, because sometimes I've been in and out of this menu 3 times sometimes, and it's still there, and then other times you'll do it once and it goes straight away like that. It's really weird. I don't know how. There's no rhyme nor reason with it. No followable system. Yeah, it's going to go the back. That's going to cost us quite a lot, but I'm not bothered about the back. It's the front that's important. Yeah, I know that's going to cost us 10 grand for digging that out. But so the other thing then is we will stick this down, because it does very much suit this, what we're going to do. So yeah, I think it's before the multi-crop. I think it's actually quite an early one, which is the home brewed, which is weird because this was placed afterwards. Smashing. Fantastic. Let's do a little tiny bit of painting, I would say. Let's stick to the same colour as everyone else seems to have gone concrete. And I think we'll just do a nice big slab of concrete. We will do some roads as well, I think. Just not today. Let's just do a dot for that. Let's go some... Yeah, let's just do some quickly roads. I never find this does a very... good road. Yeah, I always find asphalt is one of the few that actually does a good job of the road. This always goes too much bleed. Right, I think we'll also do that in there like that too. Yeah, would we concrete the back? Probably, but it's just, yeah, I just didn't want to take the mick with the time element, because in a way this is sort of, I wasn't sort of planning on taking a long time and doing this, but at least that's the BGA done. Obviously the chaff's going to be the biggest thing for this when we do this as corn, and we like half do it, then obviously the rest we're going to chaff. Yeah, we need an equal amount really, I suppose. Yeah, also, when do we sell the soybeans? July, to get the most, right, almost double. So that is quite amazing. It is on hard economy. Very good price on this map actually. So we've still got plenty of lime. Slurry, we've got 27 tons. Manure, we will have lots, and yeah, we may allow, I think we've got enough, to be honest, the straw. Yeah, I wouldn't mind buying half of an input, because it's as long as you're supplying some of it, you can. We all know you could buy straw in, farmers do it all the time. So, but if it was to buy straw to make manure that's going to make us cash, now that is definitely different. So we'll switch those on next time, get the rest of that done to make the manure, get everything switched on, and we'll get the seeding and planting done. We've got the seeds across now, got plenty of fuel, got, yeah, everything. 2 lots of DEF actually, because I'd forgotten it did come across with us, or did we buy 2? I can't remember. Yeah, but I just know that yeah, we've got plenty of seeds, and I've stuck some on the, we'll just go across. This is just me showing you, not actually working. I've switched everybody off and everything. So there are 2 lorries now. Where did I stick the car? I thought I'd put it over there. Nope. Can't see it on the map. We've got well too much equipment. It's I'm not going to grab that because it would be really worky. I just wanted to show you that we've got 4 lots, 8 tons of seeds actually on the back of that, so that it can whiz to fill everybody up. We've got 3 of those fantastic planters and a little one as well if we really wished to bring in another one. So yeah, we've got another 8 tons of, I thought one of these is completely empty. There was one that we brought across, we repaired, and that was empty. The other's about 2/3 full. That we did a bit of sowing last year. I think it was just the grass actually, but yeah, some of them have not got much in. One of them's got nothing. So I thought we're going to literally easily sort of take the 4 bags, the 8 tons, and it's probably just going to just disappear into those to actually fill. And then of course we're going to use some. And I thought top of corn is a beast. It really is. So yeah, so we're doing the big one corn, one of these wheat, one of these canola. Right, smash it. So sorted. Sugar beets is going to be, yeah, we did say, didn't we? Sugar beet is going to be, I think we said 42. We did. Yeah, sugar beet's going to be on 42. What are we doing on 43 then? That is true. Something. Oh, we might do a little too. Right, we need 4 crops, don't we? We need sugar beet, corn, canola, and wheat. So we're doing that. That all for corn. Do we? See, I don't know how much, because corn's quite good anyway. I'm trying to think. So is wheat. Apologise for that. I usually have that on silent. My bad. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, we'll discuss it. I'll think about it, and we shall discuss it next time. So all that remains to be said is the money's frittering away. It is, we've got to have to make a lot. Although, if we're not taking animals now that we've placed the home brood, that's the one I want to partner with animals for, because it really goes very well with animals. So yeah, it's with having to do it this time to really sort of pump up our cash. I suppose we can't do it at Sosnofka because I've taken it, but you can. But we've also done the production shed, so in a way I've sort of left myself in a strange sort of situation. But there are others. There's we did it in the past. We did Farmer Jeb's, the one that was my favourite before I found the production shed, as in the best. It's very good. But there's also that BDDSSB one that, I apologise, I can never remember. There's way too many B's and D's and S's and B's, and it's hard to remember. But that one, the one that we used on Garriette, that was a cracker too. So yeah, there are options like that. I don't like using that because it's a little bit wild. It's a little bit on the edge of what I call, it's beyond cheek. It's getting silly. Yeah, we did it for the silage, and that was actually quite reasonable. But I'm sure it's got some extreme. We'll have a look. I might be doing an injustice. So yeah, I'm going to stop flapping my lips and say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. I will, of course, as is my want with this, also tell you how long we've used and what session we're on, although I suppose it's on YouTube about what. But this is awkward because, like, obviously we've got an hour of time, which is 3 hours real time for each particular session. So if I use 20 minutes, I'm going to put how much long of like session 4 there's going to be, episode 4, and like if I'm doing it as I was thinking at the way I was doing this as well. I'm putting part 1 and then A, and I'm like, well, either stick to A, B or C, or part 1 and part 2 and part 3. Don't do both. So I apologise if I've confused anybody, because I've sort of confused myself, because I'm not used to splitting episodes like we're doing here. But it lends itself well to this particular Let's Play to sort of put it as like, to put the little messages to say this one's 20 minutes of the time left, so we've got 40 minutes left. So yeah, just to let you know where we are, and also you can see that I'm not cheating, because obviously the chatting bits, that's me just making a little bit of sense, hopefully, of like, what's going off. And we've also got to sort that hay. It's now on the normal map, the hay and forage was basically the weird glitch that you get with this. It was worse with sugar beets. Sugar beet was the one. It's saying there's too many crops on the map, but it's a strange error. But if you look on the Giants thing, now obviously the straw, the hay and forage is an additional one. Now when I took that off on all of the other maps, it stopped the crash. The crash no longer happened. But now we saw with the straw, the hay and forage, I've taken that off, and it still isn't playing ball. So on this map, this would have been a bit different. I mean, I've always found the enhanced animals causes the most grief when, yeah, really. So it could be that I might switch that. I can't switch it off. I can't. But we did. The thing is, it was on and it did work. So I'm not sure why it's suddenly not. But it could be an update because it worked on the other maps and then suddenly stopped. So I thought to begin with it was the Mark Thor pack because it touches upon that area. There's nothing whatsoever to do with that. So it was only when I took the hay and forage, the proper giants one, that actually went away. But on here it's made no difference. So it's very strange. Yeah, I will have to dig deeply and see. So we need that fixing. We can't have no straw. Yeah, strange. I did think it was the additional straw mod that was causing the issue. I switched that off. That was one of the first things I switched off, thinking it was that, and that made no difference. It was still like that. It was only when I stuck the hay and forage one off that everything started to work, and you can see the bales working. Did I test the sugar beet? Yeah, I did. I tested the sugar beet too, and it's all about additional crops. Now this has got hern on it and stuff like that. So again, it's got additional crops, but it's also got the premium pack too. So I'm wondering if we knock the premium pack off on this, because for us it doesn't really matter. Will it go away then? Is it because it's too many crops in the ground? It's run out of crops. But the hay and forage also, because I've got the additional straw, and that it was the forage pack, hay and forage pack, that was actually causing the issues. So I switched it off and it went away. But as we can see, it's not done the same here. So it really is basically, the error is there's too many crops in the ground. So if I switch the premium pack off, it'd be interesting to see if this actually fixes itself. But yeah, this we shall see in time. We shall, because we need the sugar beet. So I've got really, yeah, because that it was as soon as I put the harvester's header down for the sugar beet that the game crashed and burned and the lure level went mad. I don't know if I've ever seen this. If the lure level goes wrong, what the normal thing is, if it depends on how bad the crash is. If it's just quite a bad crash, all of your equipment will disappear. The field numbers will disappear, and all you'll be left with is the basic map. That's when the lure's crashing. If it crashes worse than that, you'll have no control whatsoever. It still allowed me to tab, and I could actually do this. Did actually save, that's unusual. Normally when the lure level crashes, or did I? Oh no, I saved it before I put the header down. I did, and that was just a fluke that I actually did that at the right time. Once the lure level crashes, you will not be able to save the game, and you'll have to do a backup. It will destroy your game. So yeah, it's the same ever since that very first update in FS22 in Elm Creek, when there was the update and you needed to start a new map. I never read that, and basically it crashed the game and burned, and I lost an entire session. So yeah, now I live and learn now. I do know what to do, which is why sometimes I switch the auto save on, because really it's a little bit dicey. It is, even this is as well. So but yeah, I mean we're only on minor crashes. The time to worry is when they disappear, and they haven't. Yeah, so it was the sugar beet that caused it, as in like made the lure crash. So something to do with sugar beet, and all I could think of was the Mark Thor pack upgrade that had happened, and that was one of the first things, like the enhanced animals, which because I'd left on because I was on this map. So yeah, anyway, I'm waffling. So all that remains to be said is, as always, love to hear from yourselves, and goodbye for now.